is Lainey Jared, and this is the introduction to my informative speech. Take a moment and picture yourself in the early 1930s, when the Southern Plain region was hit by an insufferable drought, complete with severe dust storms. Your house is covered in dust. You are inhaling large amounts of dust every time you breathe. Your livestock is dying. Your crops are failing. This is a historical event that I'm learning about in my history class. It seems so long ago, but in reality, it was barely less than 100 years ago. Many of our grandparents and great-grandparents lived through this event called the Dust Bowl and watched as their loved ones and livestock withered away to nothing. They also watched as their crops failed, and there wasn't much that they can do about it. By 1934, nearly 35 million acres of what had once been crop-yielding farmland was essentially useless. At the same time, another 125 million acres were losing what little topsoil was left. These crops were a way of life, and usually the only source of income for many families. With the loss of their livelihood, many families began to leave the state to look for other opportunities. It is estimated that nearly 440,000 people left the state of Oklahoma in search for a better life, in places as far west as California. That is where hydroponics comes into consideration. This farming method allows farmers to grow their crops without the use of soil. Hydroponics use only water and nutrients to grow their crops. Crops grown in hydroponic farms are less vulnerable to freezes or droughts and pests or diseases, usually transmitted via soil. Another benefit of farming through hydroponic practices is the elimination of growing seasons. Since farmers would be able to grow their crops year-round, they can expect an increased production and yield. Thank you.